resilience come from? We all talk about that word with you guys. Where, like, is it individually? Is it collective at this point? Is it different from game to game?
Yeah, you got a group of guys that have all had somewhat of a similar path. You know what I mean? Just being overlooked. You got guys like Aaron Neesmith, these guys. Pascal getting traded. Tyrese traded. Andrew Nembhard's a second-round pick. So I think that we all carry a little bit of that weight with us. And when you put a bunch of guys of that together, the magic starts to happen.
Yeah, Rick's gotten hired and fired a couple times.
Yeah, exactly. It's a collective thing. I think that it's you got to give credit to the front office, obviously, for orchestrating, putting the team together. But it's rare that you have a egoless locker room.
Speaking of Andrew Nembhard, he took on quite a challenge with SGA. Just what did you see out of the way that he took on the MVP and what he did defensively tonight?
Yeah, he's got the toughest job out of any of us. We expect his offensive output as well as his defensive output, and I think he's just doing a good job competing. We're not going to hold him scoreless, but he's just making them work and continuing to throw fresh bodies out.
Can you put in perspective for us just how massive this crowd was and giving you guys this game 7?
Yeah, man. I obviously been here quite some time, and just I guess my prayers were answered. I wanted this environment. I knew it was going to be the last time, regardless you played here, and they sent it off the right way. It was loud to the point where you can't hear, and you can feel the passion, you can feel the energy, you just feel the excitement just build up the entire time. So it was a picture perfect.
Myles, obviously coming up.
When you guys approach this game for Game 7, a sense of feeling a little loose here, knowing the fact that they have home court advantage, but the fact that you guys found a way to get it done here now, and now you go there, you won there before. How much does that help you go into that Game 7?
It helps our confidence knowing that we won there before, but regardless, again, it's doing that Game 7, so it's not over. Stick to our principles and go out there, lay it all out on the line. It's just the most fun part of the year.
Myles, obviously coming off a big.
I wonder if you think anybody who's not been competing at this level understands how difficult it is to win championships.
My goodness, I was just telling them, I have a new respect for the guys, the Steph Currys, the Brons, the guys that do this year after year after year. They go play USA basketball, whatever they do. It's just it is the most mentally grueling, just mentally taxing, but most rewarding, feeling. Going through this grind. It's a 19-day process. That's how we look at it. And there's nights you don't sleep. Trying to grow my hair out for the longest, start falling out. Stress. You know what I mean? It's just it's what it is, man. But again, it's the most rewarding thing. Being able to play as long as possible and get here. So it's I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Myles, along those lines, how do you just kind of begin to wrap your mind around the fact that no matter what, Sunday's the end of the season?
Man, I play for a championship, bro. That's the way I'm looking at it, man. I just it's such a blessing, just to be able to be in this position. This is my 10th try at it, and I'm just finally be able to be here in this position. I'm just taking it all in and just hoping for the best, but just gonna put the work down to get the results.
Are you still able to keep your routines right now? Like, still doing your yoga all the time, still doing all your stuff, right?
No, for real. Oh, nice. Yeah,
Me too. I go to that Yoga 6.
There you go. Yeah, Yoga 6 is fire. Yeah, plug. Good plug. I need free money. But I do. I keep my routine. I'm a very centered person, if you will. I don't really look externally for answers. I go within. It's something it's God given. It's innate. It's in all of us, and it's something that I just look towards the end of my career. Continue to keep my practices at what they are. Keep my routine the same, and whether I'm on the road or at home.
What do you love most about TJ?
Oh, TJ? Well, I've been with TJ the longest. I didn't met anybody in here, and he has had to fight and claw and scrap for everything he's gotten in this league. For someone who's undrafted, for someone who's constantly underlooked. We're going to road games, and the security thinks he's a fan or something on the team. Little stuff like that gasses him up. You know what I mean? And I think that he just plays such fire and passion. And I know how bad he wants this. And how bad we all do.
Myles, I'm sure you got asked this already, but what did it mean to get that good performance out of Ty after all he had to do work?
Yeah. No, I think it was never a doubt with me whether he played or not. I just know how he's wired, how he's built. But we're all battling something, and a calf strain is no joke. It's an injury I think a lot of us players have dealt with before, and there's no way around it. Either you put up or shut up, and I think he did a great job of responding to the call.